Welcome back. In this, we are going to cover one of the string function, and the function which we are going to cover, that is the indent function. And this is the official documentation. If you want to go through, you can go through this documentation for more detail. But let me explain this thing in a simple word. Or rather, I would say, before explaining this thing, let me start with the problem statement first. You are writing a Terraform code and you are generating some long text like a script or a policy. And when you print it, the output look messy, or I would say it is badly assigned. Some characters are start from the left, some characters are start from the right, some are from the middle, and there is no equal spaces. So it is kind of a messy thing, and it is very hard to read as well. So this happen a lot in the real projects. An intent function is there to help us, which is going to fix this problem easily. Let me give you one example. Let me go to the Visual Studio Code. Uh, Let me create one of the folder here, and the folder which I'm going to create, that is the indent function. And in this, let me create one file, file.txt. Okay, this is the file I have. Let me don't save it. We are good. Let's suppose you are writing a letter, and the letter is something like, hello Vicky, how are you today, and welcome to trainer DevOps active at gmail.com. This is the one. Now you want that every line start after two spaces. So something like this. That is okay. There are only couple of lines, so you are able to do this thing manually. It is not going to take much time and it is easy to do manually. But let's suppose if we have 100 plus line and we have a requirement that we need to start the line after giving five spaces, two spaces, four spaces, then it is kind of a tricky situation. We are not able to do it manually. We need some kind of function. So here the indent function is going to help me a lot. Now, how this function works, let me give you one scenario. Let me open this one and let me look for a code so that I can explain it to you. So Terraform user data script. We also write example. Now here it is. If you look at this code, let me copy this code. Let me go to the Visual Studio, create one file, new file, and the file is main.tf. Now here it is. If you look at this code, everything look fine. But this user data script is going to be like this when you are going to write. I'm just giving you one example so that you can relate. It is not only for the user data script, it is for other scripts as well when we need to use big scripts in Terraform. Now this is the kind of code you have, and everything start from the beginning. Now you want that everything start after giving like two spaces, three spaces, something like this, so that the code look clear. We have the script. Let me do like this. Okay. And we have the EC2 instance, we have AMI. Okay, let me go with the hard-coded values as we have just taken the code from somewhere, so we can use this code only. So let me give AMI dash 1234. Instance type is going to be T2 micro, and we don't need other informations. Even we don't need the tag as well. Let me remove this thing. So we are good with the code. Let me have the provider file on the top. Provider is going to be AWS and the region is going to be US East 1. Let me open the terminal. Before that, let me save this file. So my file is saved. Okay. Let me open the terminal, new terminal. Let me go to the folder, cd, ls. Okay, I have main.tf, great. But it is still showing some error message. So let me see where exactly the error is. Okay, it seems fine. Oh, there is a space here. Now everything is fine. Now it is in the proper format, and let me go with Terraform init first so that it is going to initialize the backend. It is going to download the plugin. Okay, we are done with the Terraform init. Let me go with Terraform plan now. If you look at this here, it start like this. Now let me use the indent function here. And how I'm going to use it? Just type indent here. Then how many spaces we want? So here I need like 4 spaces. Let me give comma and my function is ready. I also need to close this one, so I'm going to close it here. We are good. Now let me run the Terraform plan again. Now here you see everything is in the proper format and start after 4 space. So this look great. When I'm going to read the Terraform plan, I'm able to understand. But previously, when I was not using the intent function, it was little bit messy. So let me show it to you one more time. Let me remove the intent function. Let me save it. Let me remove this thing, save it, and let me rerun the Terraform plan. Now here if you see it is not starting after giving the 4 spaces. When we used the intent function, it was giving the proper 4 spaces and everything was looking fine. Even right now everything is looking fine. You are not able to see much difference. But this is a small script. This is just a user data with a very small script here. But in real world, we are not using these small script. We are using a script of more than 200 lines, 500 lines, 10,000 lines. At those time, intent function is very useful. See, if someone is going to tell me, okay, I want that it is going to start after giving the 4 spaces, it is easy for me. I can select this thing, give 4 spaces, or I can go to each and every line and give the spaces manually. It is easy for me. Just imagine a scenario where we have code where we have more than 500 lines. So it is not that easy to do it for the 500 lines. So this is where the intent function is going to help me a lot. With the help of the intent function, we are able to see our code cleaner, output is more readable, and Terraform templates are very easy to manage. So just remember, if your Terraform code look messy, intent is one of the easiest way to make it look more professional and production ready.